Maybe you have felt or have seen around you people who seem busy working but the results are messy. But there are also people who look relaxed but the results are actually very efficient, neat and in accordance with what he expects. Of course, we must be able to distinguish which people are busy working and which people are working productively. What is busy working? People who work certainly spend a lot of time doing work that has piled up, and that is part of being busy working, and not as productive work, spending years with the same activities. Complete various kinds of work responsibilities that we do, because of the busyness that we have, because of our responsibilities towards our work. We can barely have any spare time for us to utilize as rest time, because we are too busy working. This is different from productive people. So in short, busy working talks about working hard to complete the workload, while productive people talk about working smarter. The most basic question is how the difference between busy work with productive work. The difference between the first two is in terms of prioritization. Work for people who are busy working, they will prioritize many things, and maybe all of those things are their priority. For productive people, it is inversely proportional to this. They do something that is only slightly important, and that is a characteristic of productive people. A productive person will judge and choose only important jobs. The second is the difference in terms of firmness between people who are busy working and productive people. Talk about being productive. Someone who has priority to tackle important work would dare to say no to jobs that are not suitable. Maybe it's just not his forte, or maybe he thinks he'll get tired of doing it, or maybe for some other reason. Secondly, someone who is busy at work tends to say that I am too busy for many jobs, even for insignificant jobs. Meanwhile, productive people will say no and he will say yes, for certain jobs. At work that is in accordance with the top priority, and saying no to many jobs that are not a priority are the types of productive people. The third is the difference in how to act and how to think. Someone with a busy work habit will tend to act first, without thinking, while for productive people will think before acting. Inversely, before productive people act, they tend to think first. They will think about all the possibilities that will happen. They will think about possibility A, possibility B, possibility C. This is the difference in terms of acting and thinking. The fourth difference is talking about setting a schedule, limiting yourself to know when you have to rest, work and do other activities as part of the characteristics of productive people. To maintain work productivity, you schedule what time you have to sleep at night. And getting up in the morning is a very good start to being a productive person. Rest is the most important thing to be able to do the work productively. When you are busy working, you tend to forget about rest time. The fifth difference is dividing focus and focusing attention. People who are busy working tend to pay attention to the things they do, while productive people will pay attention to their main goals. Productive people will pay attention to their main goals in doing the work. This is what makes productive people evaluate and choose jobs. That is the underlying reason why productive people have the courage to say no, meaning to say no to jobs that are not in accordance with their main goals. However, it is different from people who are busy working. They will tend to be multitasking. They can do many things but will not be able to produce productive results. The sixth that distinguishes between busy working people and productive people is the purpose of life. Everyone must have the purpose of life respectively. Basically, these productive people tend to have clear goals in life in every activity they do. In contrast to people who are just busy working, they also have goals, but they have goals to complete work based on demands to complete the responsibilities they have. So, they couldn't see the final destination. The seventh difference between the two is the list they have to work on. The last difference lies in how to do something, between productive people and people who are busy working. Productive people usually make lists and determine what needs to be done from A to Z, and they usually make the list based on which one is the priority first, and which one is done later. Meanwhile, people who are busy at work usually only want to finish one job quickly so they can do other work. They don't really consider which one to do first, which one is the priority, which one is important, which one is not important. And that's what sets them all apart. So those are the 7 things that differentiate who are busy working and who are productive. So after watching this video, which one is closer to your personality? Are you a busy working person or a productive person?